Got some transfer news as well. Derrick Mclendon entered the transfer portal yesterday. This has been some news that's kind of been brewing for a week. Well, not even a week, man. Pretty much shit since like January, February. Just to give you guys a backstory on Derrick McLendon. He was a starter last year at defensive end, and to be honest with you, he was going to probably be a top four. I'm not sure if he'd be a starter for sure this year, but he'd be a top four defensive end rotation. As you guys know, if you top four defensive end, you're getting some real good snaps, right? But so yeah, McLendon, he ended up in the portal, and it kind of started during January, February. I can't remember which month it was, but FSU put out a tweet with like Jordan Travis, Trey Benson, Johnny Wilson, Jared Verse about just promoting something, and then he tweeted out FSU only care about certain players, they don't care about other players. Ended up deleting the tweet. So that little frustration on his end from that point of view. Then you kind of fast forward to now. It was the players voted on a leadership council. Players, right? Y'all heard what I say, players, right? So the players voted on a leadership council. He wasn't voting on that leadership council, so he felt some type of way about that. Granted, the players, this shit is, the fellas did this, right? So he felt some type of way about, I guess, about his teammates not viewing him or whatever. But that's another thing I wanted to talk about too. Just because you've been somewhere the longest doesn't mean, you feel me? Don't mean you should automatically get this title or that title or get this accolade as far as, being a leadership leader on a team. It doesn't work like that. Just because you've been somewhere the longest, those things aren't given to you. You got to earn those things. And I don't think he was a big time leader, but he had some type of leadership qualities, But just to be upset about not being voted onto the leadership committee and, hit the transfer report after that, that's a lack of leadership, in my opinion. There was some other things as well. NIL money, kind of wanting this and wanting that, and not really understanding, in my opinion, self-worth in regards to, just overplaying your hand, so to speak. But long story short, he ended up hitting the transfer portal. He did graduate from FSU, so he's able to, move forward and pursue opportunity. As far as what FSU had to offer, I don't think it's. I tweeted out the grad season always green on the other side, and I feel like this is a same case scenario because I feel like he's going to be getting starter reps at FSU, on a team that should be competing. I don't feel like he'll be getting the same on another team that's possibly competing. Now he go to a lower level P5, be the guy, G5. Even I don't think it'd go to that route. Well, where he could be a guy, but to be on a contender type of team and getting top four reps as far as defense and rotation is going to be tough to come by. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out with him. But want to wish him good luck and appreciate what you did for FSU so far. Well,
Yeah,
thus far.
that would have to be very short sighted. I was
Yeah.
thinking maybe like maybe a playing time move that this was highly based on a playing time
Nah,
move.
he was go play, man.
Yeah, that's crazy to base it off of
Yeah,
a
of
leadership
a
council
leadership council.
and NIL money, which is temporary because the real check is NFL, and you trying to get that check. So I don't like that's just a
And then
wild
say,
move.
Francis, you do FSU defense line is gonna be pretty good this year. So he have a lot of opportunities to get to the quarterback and have those one-on-one matchups to get paid. So I feel like this was the best situation for him as far as that route to leave this and kind of put your eggs in the basket and start over to at another place to where that shit is really not guaranteed at all. It's a big risk. It's a big risk in my opinion.
It's
I appreciate it
especially,
though. Thank you.
Yeah.
especially given the fact that y'all are projected to be a pretty decent team this year. He could have actually helped his draft stock just by y'all having a good season. Y'all win another 10 games, he's gonna get a look just because he's been in the rotation on the D line that was pretty good last year. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? So I mean, but you gotta also look at who's advising these kids to make these decisions, because it's if that's my little brother and he told me reason why he transferred because they put you on the leadership council, I would look at him like he a plum fool. Boy, if you don't chill out, like you know
There
what I'm
ain't no
saying?
coalition on that, bro. It's just
Yeah,
ain't
Right.
live, man.
to play football, man, you here to make that you ain't gonna be on the leadership council next year. The year after that, you're gonna be in the
Right.
league. So why does it matter? You know what I'm saying? So, but
Especially for your last year too.
exactly. Your last year. Now you gotta go. You gotta go prove yourself on another team. You gotta go prove your worth,
On the
and there's no
team that,
guarantee.
and we're talking about, hell, you missed the spring window. You can't. Spring practice is done, so you jumping
Yeah.
in summer and fall camp. You
And
playing
you,
with house money.
because you only get a chance to prove yourself in fall camp. Summer workouts is cool. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, but you don't put the fast on until August.
Correct.
So but hey. Much, I hope the kid land on his feet and go wherever. But maybe we try to pick him up or
I
something.
was
I
about to
don't
say y'all
know,
need a pass rusher.
Hey, yeah.
man. We need.
I know y'all throwing bread around too, bro. So it make a little sense, right?
Yeah, it might
Hey,
add up.
man. Hey, man. Just saying, we can use him. Y'all took one from us.
Right,
Y'all got
right.
Jackson. Maybe we can get him, and he got have a little breakout year or something. You know what I'm saying?
But
But
from a logistical standpoint, that would make sense. Just for the fact that, like I said, I think opportunity to play is there, and you playing with house money with your last year and missing out on spring at that, trying to go somewhere trying to play. So whatever decision it is, it has to be one that a real big need as far as defensive end.